So, as the head of the ER at a large hospital, there are a lot of people that report to you on a daily basis. What leadership skills do you feel are valuable to you in your position?
One of the things that I think is most valuable in a leadership position is communication skills. And what I mean by that is actually saying what you mean and doing what you mean in a way with honesty and respect. I work in a large emergency department with a lot of employees, and the key is communicating, both expressing what you need to communicate and then listening back, and then taking action on that communication.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's really important to highlight that commu- communication isn't just the speaking, but also the listening.
Exactly. Communication means both, meaning you're listening and you're speaking what's ideas that you want to convey to others. And that's really a conversation. And that's what's so important in a leadership position.
When we look at leaders, there seems to be so many different types. So, how would you define leadership, or what would you define a leader as?
For me, I think the most important aspect of a leader, or what I think of as a leader, is someone who has a vision and then communicating that vision to get the team to rally around it and achieve that as results. Meaning, the leader sets the vision and expresses that vision, and then everyone works as a team to deliver. Like for me, as the chair of the Department of Emergency Medicine here, you know, our vision is to give the best possible emergency medicine care, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When a patient walks in, that we deliver the best care. And so that's my vision. Um, the leadership aspect of that is delivering that vision and then working with all the team members to make that a reality, that we're providing the best possible care for our patients.
There are many characteristics that leaders possess. Accountability is one of them. How has accountability helped you in your endeavors as a leader?
I think one of the most important things is, you know, what does accountability mean? And for me, accountability means that I'm responsible for my actions. Um, and so I can't necessarily always control other people's actions. And quite honestly, I can never control someone else's actions, but I can always control my own. And I think that's one of the most important things people need to realize, especially as leaders, is you can only control yourself and you control your actions. You can control what you say, when you say it, you can control your behavior. And you need to be accountable to yourself for those things. But you can't control others. And if that's that's something that you just need to realize, that to be accountable is to be accountable for your actions and behaviors, and that's what you can control.
Definitely. So, are there any obstacles that you had to overcome to get where you are today?
I tell folks is you're never too old to do something that you think you want to do or you love to do. And even folks who are going off to college for the first time, you can get to college and you can take courses, and then suddenly, you know, in your junior or senior year, you can say, oh gosh, I don't want to do this major, I want to do something else. And that's okay. You change course, you do what you love. Doing what you love makes you happy. If you're happy, you're going to be successful. The same thing in life. If you're going down a career path, you have a job that just doesn't seem to be fitting for you, that's okay. Think about what that dream is or what your goal is, and change course. There's nothing wrong with that. I would tell folks you're never too old to change course. You're never too old to learn something new, and to make a difference in this life.
And lastly, if you were to speak to a younger Dr. Lehman, what piece of advice would you like to give him?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I would think the most important thing I would tell a younger Dr. Lehman is to listen more. Um, and what I mean by that is when you create when you have your job, you're working, or if you're in college and you're pursuing a dream, the way you view things and what your goals are may not be what someone else's is. And you need to listen to others and hear what their interests are and what their goals are and what their desires are, and respect that. Um, because what you believe in may not be what someone else believes in. And so I would tell the younger Dr. Lahmann to listen more and be respectful of others that may have different opinions or values that I had at that time. Because not everything is right or wrong, not everything is black or white. There's lots of shades of gray, and we need to listen and be respectful of everyone. And that's what's going to make this world a better place.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful note to end on. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much again for your time and, stepping out of your busy schedule to sit down with me.